Hey guys, welcome back. It is Lucid, and we are jumping back into Black Swan. It's turn 56, and we are trying to finish the war with Lanka and Kalem, which has been raging for the better part of 30 turns. So, first we lost Waywinkle last episode, which was very tragic. Everybody was very sad. Tears were shed. Noses sniveled. Everybody was very sad. And, but we found somebody better to go on top of Lanka. We moved on. We got Brecken Sky. And Brecken Sky is very thick. He's got heroic toughness, and better gear. And yeah, he's basically just a better version of Waywinkle. So he's coming back in. And, Exhibit A, he's not dying like a bitch. So, that's all good. Get him. Alright. Just kidding. Waywinkle, he was useful. He did some useful things, but, anyway. Now, in Lanka... this isn't Lanka. Where the fuck is this? Wait, what even was this? Oh. Lanka attacking Mekone and Welsh. Oh, so he must have stole one of these, and he's coming out and attacking. And he's doing air elementals with these guys. I think they're AI, but I'm not sure. Okay, he was successful here. One second, is Lanka AI? Yeah, Lanka's AI. So the AI is actually scripting air elemental and stuff. That's kind of impressive. The Dominion's AI is better than it used to be, I tell you what. You would never get them casting air elementals and stuff. Okay, now we are coming inside of this fort, and let's just do a little matchup here. On one side, we have Mimos, the Elder Titan. He's got a Frostbrand, a Flesh Eater, a Crown of Titans hat, and a big fat dream. On this side, we have Bellamy, the Man-Eater, who is naked. Who shall win? Oh, Bellamy jumps in, and they're fighting. Okay. There was one of the concubines of Bellamy coming up to smack Pat Mimos on the ass, but Mimos wasn't having any of it. So anyway, he is fighting Bellamy. He's taking damage. I don't know if Bellamy's taking much damage. Let's see. Let's just watch. 13. Now, this guy does have a strong poison attack from the Barb Flick, which is and then he's got this, which is Death Poison. So we're gonna get poison racked up, and you can see we're already getting 9 damage a tick from poison, which is counteracting a lot of our regen. But on the flip side, he is now dead. So there's that. And we'll just heal through this. So rip Bellamy. And yeah, we didn't even get any more afflictions, so. Looking good, Mimos. All I have to say. Message from Lanka, you've killed our god. This war will not end until the nation of Mekone is annihilated. Oh, silly Lanka. Silly AI. Okay, we got a bunch of Crypties. We haven't actually really got to use them for more than... Oh, a Skull Mentor, nice. For more than just patrolling, which they're actually very good at. They're very good at patrollers. But at some point, if somebody is successful in actually sitting on top of our forts, I would love to use them to actually assassinate people. Now, it's not going to be terribly good against, like, communion nations like these guys, because we'd need a lot more of them than we have, but could be good. Especially if we set up, like, do iron walls or something and do a long siege. And yeah, that's basically it. What we're doing here, so we've taken this, because that was this battle where we killed their god. We're sending Mimos and Astria on top of this fort. And then we're also rolling the army out. They're going to stop, make a pit stop here, and then roll out. These guys are probably going to come on in a turn or two, but for right now, they're just hanging tight. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if I fully... Maybe I staled this turn. Because everybody's not scripted, which may mean I staled. With that, yeah, we're just moving down here. I think I might have staled. Let's go to turn 57 and see what happened. I haven't staled more than once this game, but I might have staled once. Oh no, this is when I went on holiday. One second, let me get my turn back. Okay, we're back. So I've got turn 58 here. And let's see if... I don't think I staled. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so we got some fire gems from Satis. I think I make him a bunch of a bunch of lightless lanterns we send to him. So he's probably got pretty good research. Dark Knowledge we cast, we summon Mound Fiend, and we cast Voice of Aspu. Zabalba has cast... I think he cast... Yeah, Blood Vortex. Which is going to be, I'm sure, turning various things into Aussies. And I've kind of been speeding through these. Okay, the thing is, there are two huge nations. One is Marverni, who is like this big. The next one is Zabalba, who is like this big. And Zabalba obviously is a blood power, but Marverni is a boar power. There's two small nations up here, Machaca and Satis, and then there's a large, probably about similar size to me, Yomi. So anyway, those guys are all fighting, and I'm just trying to finish this clusterfuck over here. Do we have any events? We have a battle in Lanka. Okay, so the warriors of Lanka ride out, and they are met by some Cyclopses. And the Cyclopses are ready. They basically murder everybody. Okay, and the mages retreat back in the fort, where they belong. There's a very deadly disease spreading here. Somebody's Bane Venom charming me, and I don't know who it is. I kind of feel like it's Zabalba or something. I'm actually... Well, we might mind hunt it eventually. It's been doing it to me all game. It's kind of annoying. Okay, we have people starving here, which is fine. Though, barely. We're moving them here on top of Lanka. We're moving these guys on top of Lanka. These guys should be able to pop it. They're 370, and the fort strength here is only 250. Or no. Yeah, 250. So they should pop it. And then we can send our Cyclopses in. Over here, we have actually... I thought we would have Dom killed them this turn, because we've got our Dominion here, and they have no candles here, which should mean they're Dom killed. And so I asked around. Apparently what happened is there's one stray candle in Zabalba somewhere. It's like somewhere here he got like an event that caused him to have a random candle pop up, and for whatever reason it's still there until Zabalba's Dominion pushes it out. So how fucking great. Anyway, but I think he's probably gonna ride out and fight me next turn, though we'll see. So that's basically it. We're moving on top of Lanka. I think the army inside Lanka has been exhausted. He doesn't have a god. We're gonna one turn pop his fort, and then we're gonna send our Cyclopses in. Cyclopses. And that'll be fun. So let's go ahead and pull that turn up. Turn 59. Oh god, where are you? Okay, we cast Dark Knowledge, did not find anything. We'll talk about site searching a little bit here too. So there's a battle in Kalem. So Kalem rides out. The Knights of Kalem. Here's his god. Here's his army. It's got an Eagle King. Or not an Eagle. Yeah, it is an Eagle King. I think this is a hero. Oh, no, it's not. This is early age Calum. I forget they get Eagle Kings. I think you get an Eagle King as a hero in later versions. I love Eagle Kings. I'm not gonna lie. They're one of my favorite units. Not because I think they're like the best value, though they're certainly very good. They're also really expensive, but more because they're so fucking cool. They're basically like thug mages that they just love wading into combat and just nuking the shit out of everybody. And there's a bug I've been asking to get fixed for a long time. What are you doing back here, buddy? That was a dangerous spot for you to be. Oh, but we've got a Cyclops back here too. Oh no, but he died. Okay, and here's his god, and his god perishes amidst a storm of burning stones. And our fire elementals and air elementals closing in. Or I think those were his air elementals. Okay, so that's it. The god of Calum has been killed, his army crushed. We lost a Durante, who was very bold, jumped to the back. We lost the Locos, which is just a normal commander, so that's alright. We lost some Peltasts, and yeah. That's kind of their job, is to siege things down and occasionally die. So, not bad at all. And now we get to go send our dude in this turn, which we'd be pretty happy to do. Lanka attacks us here with some stuff, but they die. This is just our group sieging one of his forts. We got a Sanguine Dowsing Rod, which is a good pickup. Theridos accidentally attacked me. He apologized for this. And then we have a battle in Lanka. So Lanka is riding out. And we've got our army here. And they've got their national hero, which is kind of a hilarious guy. Vishvasvu. Anyway. I don't actually terribly care for that hero. But we've got 3 Cyclopses who are going to jump in the back and murder all of these mages. In about 5, 4, 3, 2... Cyclopses. Oh, y'all are gonna walk? It's very pedestrian of you. Ooh, a little flame eruption. Oh my god, if you rout my army, I'm gonna actually lose my shit. Did this actually happen? I don't remember this. I don't think that happened. Oh, it actually did happen. Look, they killed 14 guys. What the fuck is going on? I guess they have some guys with fear effect, but like, this is why Mekone, they're the world champions of the running team. And like, sure, I had some Peltasts, but they were under good leadership. Like, they're 13 morale units. Most of these guys do not have fear. There's a couple guys here with fear. Like, this guy has fear, this guy has fear, and she has fear. So 3 guys. And sure, we're taking a little bit of damage from these things, but like, why the fuck are these guys running? They have 16 morale. And these guys should have done an HP route. Anyway, this is the Mekone running team, I swear to God. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I lost 28 units. I killed almost all of them, and yet our guys just haul ass off the field, even though they're supposed to be high morale units, or reasonably high morale. They're led by an 80 leadership dude, who, in all likelihood, probably had had an inspirational helmet on or something. It's just ridiculous. We're moving back on. We'll 1-turn pop it next turn. And then we are here, we are storming the castle with our Cyclopses, and that will be that. So, let's go ahead and pull up the next turn. We're doing forging and all the other sorts of micro stuff in the background, but I'm not going to bore you with that as we catch up. Though we will talk about research. 60. Okay, Lanka attacks me with a Yogini and it dies. We cast Arcane Probing. We found a Crystal Garden. This is actually I think it's an Astral 2 or, yeah, it's Astral 1. And then here, we get on top of Lanka. Let's see if does he have anything out here? No. Here, we have our battle for the Fortress of Calem, and there's nothing inside. But because we've sat on it for 40 turns, we will watch it. The glorious moment we have been waiting for. Now, could we have killed that previous army with some Cyclopses? Probably. We probably would have saved like 4 or 5 turns and had their capital longer. Oh my god, I forgot. You know, when Mekone can't be any more mentally handicapped, when they run after they've had 20 people die and we've murdered 50 of their 60. You get this. I think we're gonna have to call this episode the Mekone Special Olympics. Because that's what this is. I don't know what's happening. I've never seen this before. It's kind of funny, but it's also frustrating. This is really the culmination of the clown fiesta that was sitting on top of Calem's capital for however many turns. Yeah. This kind of summarizes how I feel about Mekone, really. They can do cool stuff. I kind of got a little... We're just gonna monologue while this is going on. I got a little bummed out playing Mekone, because they run out of... They're cool in the early game because they're pretty good, but they don't have access to a lot of cool stuff after that. They only have elemental magic, and they don't even have it very deep. And the elemental magic they have is kind of the worst. Like, it's the simplest. It's fire and earth. And it's not even very high, and it runs... It's not very good late game. Like, Fire Earth is some of the weakest late game stuff. So you have mages that are expensive, they can't do much. Now we can thug with them, and we are gonna think how we do that efficiently and well, but... Boy. How about that? Thank you, game. Okay, we're now storming the castle with apparently just these guys. We've got a thug, we've got somebody making fire elementals, we've got this guy buffing up the thug, and we've got this guy who's also a thug. But we're playing on the fire elementals doing a lot of the work. I don't really want to send my troops in. We could, but you never know with the Mekone running squad. They, you know, they could get hit by too many wall slingers, and then one group breaks, and the next. It's just a liability taking these fuckers into combat. That's why I want to get away from the troops. Like, these are as shitty as I dare go. It's a very depressing nation. The bad morale, which apparently is almost insurmountable. Yeah. But we're gonna try to win, and that's why I want to catch up to the current turn, because I'm gonna try to break myself out of this mental block I have, where I'm like, this nation sucks, and we're gonna try to make it great again. But to do that, we have to get through these turns, which are depressing for me to go back and look at, because I was depressed during them. Not like my person, but it was depressing. Anyway, here we are going to storm this castle with our 3 thick boys, and that will be fun, and we are about to watch that, because we still have time, so turn 61. God, why do I keep clicking on this? Okay, we're casting some more spells to finish up site searching. Horror Specs, Arcane Probing, Arcane Probing. We found a Sink Marsh, which is okay. I forget what that actually is. A Water 1 site. Arcane Probing, we found Enchanted Gate, Astral 1. We revived a Bane to get some of our undead that we have now been getting. And we have a battle here in Calum. So Calum is now ours, but let's watch. We fluffed them. We fluffed them good, and we summon Fire Elementals. Fire Elementals are pretty good because they don't worry about the wall. I don't know what's going on with this wall shenanigan, but apparently the pole marks are able to walk up. And this Fire Elemental just does excellent work. And there we go. We've got the fort. And then we have a battle in the Fortress of Lanka. And this is going to be a different bird, maybe. We got some of these Wyvern. We got some mages. They're probably going to be summoning imps. But our little Scultata Volturnuses zap the shit out of these guys. And right now these guys are just powering up. This guy was here to summon Fire Elementals, because Fire Elementals are good against Lanka. And they're good at going through walls, and they're good at clearing chaff. They're getting a little beat up, but they're helping kind of keep the chaff in manageable proportions. Now, Home Slice has jumped into the back, and he immediately is kind of getting pummeled by... So this is Brecon Sky. He's getting hit by Leeching Touch, which normally is pretty scary. Does a lot of damage. But he's Brecon Sky, and he has 150 hit points. And everybody can go fuck off. Oh, he is joined by Heltarios, who I don't think I have named. The Cyclops without a name. And yeah, he jumps in. I think they actually caused this guy to rout. Yeah, because that is what Mekone does better than anything else, is they run. But you know who does not run? Brecon Sky doesn't run. Brecon Sky is my honey badger in this game. I need to not lose him. So like this, on the same turn, we kill Lanka and Calum. There's some poetic justice to this, because we were trying to kill Calum before, and Lanka intervened, and little did Lanka know that this would be his death knell, and not only would he not save Calum, but he would die on the same turn that Calum does. Poetic justice. So here we go. That is that's basically it for this conflict. We have a few more things to wrap up. Which are, we have to get Duvan under siege and bust these things down. And then we have a lot of infrastructure to do. We have been kind of depleted by this war effort. We've been spending a lot of gems, like especially when we were fighting Tirnanog, we were having to use a lot of like budget thugs who would occasionally die. We were having to do a lot of elemental summoning. There were a lot of gems we were spending. And what that meant was we were not getting any of the globals up, which we would struggle to get anyway because we didn't have great path access. But, you know, we didn't get these up. So while we're pretty big, we don't really, we're missing a big chunk of kind of the global economy. We don't really have a plan for what's next. We don't have a plan for how we're going to deal with huge amounts of boars. We don't really have a plan to eat one of our smaller neighbors. We just don't really have much of a plan. Meanwhile, some of our huge... we've broken into death, obviously, right? So death we're fine in, but nature and astral we're not very high in yet. Like, we have it on our pretender, but we don't really have like usable high-level nature mages in all our fights. We have nature 2 for mass protection. That's it. We need to break higher into nature. Astral, which is going to be one of the most important things. We fortunately have lucked into these mages, but we haven't site searched for Astral. So we've got to site search Astral. We need to site search Air better. We need to finish site searching Death in Nature. We need to get our economy going, things that we have kind of been neglecting. And now some of this is going to come at the cost of you know, maybe we should have attacked Marverni, but we are relying on them fighting Zabalba, and we need some time to build up and get ready before we get into our next engagement. So that's kind of where we are after this, because now some of the drama of actually taking the caps is done. We can research, we can site search, and we're at peace with everybody. We're at peace, so we can focus on building up power. So that is what we are going to do. And I think with that, let's look at research. We're heading up to Conjuration 8. Now, Conjuration 8, I get a few things. Well of Misery, which is a possibility, though a kind of distant possibility. We get Fairy Court, which will break me deeper into air. We get the Elemental Royalty, though I think this has probably all been taken by this time. And then potentially we could get Tarts. And I don't know if we're going to do it. I think we're going to do a Tart play, but this is kind of my priority right now. And this actually is kind of the wrong. We actually need to go higher in Thaumaturgy, because we'll just mention now, but I'll probably talk more about it later. But to fight Marverni, we really need Beast Mastery. And we don't really have very high Astral stuff, but we can do Beast Mastery much easier than we could do like Mass Enslave. And that is going to be the main way to fight Marverni. So anyway, that's it. We are going to be... I think the key ingredients for fighting Marverni is getting Thaumaturgy, getting people who can cast it, which will be like Ivy Kings, and then getting critical mass of Siege Chaff. And then, in the meantime, getting our gem economy going on our quite sizable chunk of land. And if we do that, we may choose to eat one of our small neighbors first, but we'll at least be set up where we potentially could fight Marverni. So anyway, that will be the task at hand, and thank you guys for tuning in and watching. But yeah, the Clown Fiesta is over. Calum and Lanka have been conquered. Mission accomplished. Take care.